Do you struggle with making your characters look the same when you do your character turnarounds? I did too until I figured out the best method of doing it. Let's have a look. If you've been following me for a while, you might know that this is my character Camille. She's one of my first OCs that I've really been detailing in the background. But if you take a look at some of my older work, even just 4 or 5 months ago, you can see I was really struggling with the way the head turns upwards and the way that it turns downwards, whereas the 3/4 views always seemed pretty easy with the straight on view to myself. Now, I don't know about anyone else, but the trick that I found that has made doing these character turnarounds so easy was the box method. What is the box method? So if you take a box, for example, you see that little guy in the corner there that I drew out. It's where you take something as complex as a person's head and you simplify it into the easiest shape imaginable, and in this case it would be a box. And I know some of you might know this trick already, but the main thing that helped me was really implementing it and not making my turnarounds as drastic as they were in my older pieces of work. I'm just going to show this in real time so you can see how fast that I am actually drawing my characters. And I forgot to record the rest of them, but I got the tail end of this bottom right one here where I'm doing a more severe expression, and that's another video that I could do as well, but I really struggle with expressions and I still could be better at it. But back to the box method, so you can see here when I'm drawing that I'm really taking into account the top plane of that box. You can really see the way that I'm implementing the top of the head, the same as the plane of the box. And then the side of the face would be the left and right side of the box as well. You can see in that little sketchy one on the left there how I still really have a box outline for it. So over there you can see the very front plane of it, the side of the box, and you can't see the top of the plane of the head at all, but you can see the bottom plane of that box as her chin. And so by implementing and being very conscious of the box throughout the drawing, you're going to have a stronger foundation for the rest of your drawings. Even when you start adding on expressions and movement into your pieces. The next thing that I did to make sure she looks like the same character is making sure she has the same outfit, hair, and eye shape. So this was something that I found really, really difficult for a long time because I find that I draw very similar eye shapes. Or if you're drawing an expression, you can make them look like a different person almost. But the main thing you have to remember is the way their eyes actually look when they're doing an expression. So I was very conscious of that in the 3/4 view, in the upper view, and in the downward view as well. My character Camille has these very round eyes. Now back to the same hairstyle and the clothes, it's really helpful to make them look like the same person by giving them a identical outfit. For my character Camille here, I have a very short pink hairstyle, a yellow scarf, and a pinstripe jacket. That is her main little uniform. And if you can take a look at my other piece that I did about 4 or 5 months ago before I did this one, You can just see how much I struggled in the downturn and the upturn. It's like her facial features are squished. And so you want to be very conscious when you're drawing someone that's stylized, when they're looking up, that they don't look like they're being they don't look deformed when you turn them into a different direction. And I would say I'm very proud of this sheet that I made, because I got some of the expressions better than I did the last time. And because I'm working on this comic with her, these character turnarounds are going to make life so much easier to go back and reference. I wonder if anyone else that's watching has struggles with this as much as I have. I find that once I figured out the shortcut, I'm drawing her a lot quicker and a lot faster than I was before. But that could just be because I'm drawing her so much recently. I just have to say, this bottom left one is my absolute favourite. It just embodies everything that I want her to show when you look at her. But yeah, those are my tips for making sure that your characters look the same when you're drawing them at different angles. The main thing is that box method. You always want to think in 3 dimensions when you're drawing something. The reason for that is it makes your drawing look more believable. It looks more grounded. It gives them volume, and it helps you build the rest of the drawing. It's a great foundation to be working off of. The second one was making sure that they have the same outfit throughout your series or your turnaround. So give them the same haircut, give them the same eye shape, give them the same outfit. And of course, use references when you're drawing something. Even when you're drawing a stylized character, it's very good to be using stylized references to show what exactly you're trying to show exactly what emotion you're trying to give off. Because sometimes when you take a reference, there's too much detail in a photo. Whereas if you have someone that's already simplified it, it can be a lot easier to grasp, or those easy shapes to jump off of. I don't know, I find like it was really hard to change her hair in the different directions. I know I want it to be this cute little bob, wavy haircut that kind of moves around with her emotions, and it really plays up on her emotions. Like if she's upset, it kind of goes down, kind of like a Studio Ghibli kind of way about it. But I'm hoping to get this comic working. I'm still writing it in the background as we speak. I haven't done any pages just yet, but I do have a clear idea and theme planned out and what I want from it. The main thing now is just getting the time to sit down and draw a bit of it and really finalize the writing for this first edition. Let me know if this helped anyone there in the comments. Do you struggle with different turnarounds, pointing your characters downwards, upwards, left, right? The best thing that I can advise any person doing any kind of drawing is the foundation and the construction. So if you have no construction, your drawing isn't going to turn out well. If you don't have a good foundation, your drawing isn't going to turn out. I'm just going to let this video play out what I have drawn here for a little while. If you want to sit back, listen to some music. And yeah, thanks for watching. I just want to say a quick thank you to anyone that stayed this long to watch. Any support is appreciated, so a like, a subscribe, a comment, even visiting one of my Etsy pages where I have my shop online is always appreciated. So I just want to say a huge thanks to everyone that's already here and watching my videos, and I'll see y'all in the next one. And yeah, that's it for me. I'm gonna go ahead and let this play and play some relaxing music if you want to stay and watch the rest of it. But thank you guys so much for sticking around with me, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye!